Welcome back, everyone, to Talent League. Sorry about the little whoopsie as we are going to be getting quickly into game. We did our intro already previously, and that whole mess was on a different channel on accident. So, a little bit of a whoopsie there on our part, but everyone has that, everyone has little technical difficulties come up here and there. But we are getting into a quick minor league matchup here between Blue Jays and Mouseplayz on Clubhouse, and I am Cherish, joined by Squishy, as we have already gone over everything.
Yeah, we already...
map bans and everything.
Yep.
Or not map bans, operator bans, sorry.
Yeah, we've been over this. I mean, we talked about a target ban onto Butt. We see Freck, the rank master, obviously. People know him, and he does love Butt going below. And a weird ban, but it's going to be in play. And Cade won my Thatcher. Not very surprising. On Clubhouse, hopefully we see SSG strats, see what it's like. Because most Clubhouse games are pretty similar, because it's quite a common map, but I think both teams are going to be ready. So hopefully we can get straight into it after the wrong stream. Sorry about that on our side. So hopefully we can get in this game soon.
Yep. Well, we did see pretty standard bans as well alongside the Buck ban. It is all pretty normal. Lamai, Kaid, and Thatcher. That does leave Valkyrie up in play, which will be seen swapped onto here by Dino. And Valkyrie has seen a significant amount of play this season. She has been argued one of the strongest operators so far. And, I mean, she's very well warranted. She provides so much free information. She has nitro cells pretty typically. This time, Dino has opted for Impact for some reason, as has Ruben, which is weird on the Malusi for a CC defense, just because a lot of times you want to get that late round flank through Swamp if you can, through the Swamp or Lounge, and you don't really need impacts on that site, so that's a bit odd. But, I mean, other than that, everything is pretty standard for both these teams.
Yep. Nothing coming out the side. Valkyrie's going to be utilised with those Valkyrie cams. And again, you did say, I mean, it is seen, I guess, on maybe a kitchen site, but I would just rock the C4. You can play beneath, especially with those Valkyrie cams. I mean, a great Valkyrie cam. Cherish that Valkyrie cam. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing Valkyrie cam. Right in the middle of cash. I mean, hopefully they won't see that come in, but again, I mean, I would originally see Impact and the C4. I mean, I won't originally see Impact. I would originally see... My words are so confused right now. I would originally see a C4 because C4 beneath for the close bounce scenario can give so much more, and it's just mainly a free kill with all that intel on the board.
Yep. Well, it will be Dino this time through, actually playing up in the rafters, which is very interesting to see. Trying to just work off as much info as he can, as he's going to look for his first gunfight. Not find anything, as the Ash had opened up that Mav-tricked wall. Mav-tricking is very standard on this site at this point, but otherwise, Blue Jays are very fast on this attack, and they're feeling very comfortable, it looks like, on this CC play. To the point that Neron almost sprints right into Freck. Freck is just lurking here, waiting. No info, but it is a little bit. Spills is going to go down, though, thanks to a great play from Freck to just lurk under the drones, away from the aggression of Blue Jays, as he will also go down alongside Ruben. Neron picking up 2, thanks to a nice position. And Nutwood is also going to fall. And it very quickly... This has become a 2-on-4.
Yeah, they all lined up, especially for Neron, and Hunter gets the last one. But Freck, he's able to find one, but was, I mean, the smoke and the, cover, I'm going to call that. We're just stopping him. I'm not sure what happened, but 2v4, 50 seconds remaining, and it is winnable. You see that with 2 impacts, and they do have sight in their hands, but again, Zarok's going to add up to that, and now it's on a 1v4, all left up to Dino, and a double kill for him to end the round on that window. Lovely pixel angle, and I mean, it was all good when Freck got that first kill, but it all went downhill from there. You can't really say much about that one, can you, Cherish?
Well, you can. Blue Jays had fantastic play to cut off any movement. You know, obviously it's very unlucky that Splizz, whoops. Splizz went down early on, but there was a great cut from Neuron on that ace with his breaching charge through Logi and wall, that double wall into the logistics office. That just enabled any rotation out from Freck to be cut off unless he were to win that gunfight, and both him and Ruben, I believe, were unable to win that gunfight onto Neuron, to the point that Neuron just cleaned up 2 free kills realistically for himself off of smart play. So, moving on from that, we'll head down to the basement. Freck's lone opening kill being the only kill going the way of Mouseplayz. And despite saying before that Blue Jays probably had an easy game coming in, now that they're confirmed for the, I believe they were saying the championship slot.
Champion Series spot.
Yeah, the Champion Series slot. So, they are playing, I'm not fully sure, so I'm actually not going to talk too much on that, but they don't obviously have to take this game as seriously as hardcore, you know, because they are confirmed for this slot, the same way that Mouseplayz has to take this game seriously. But obviously that's not going to cause Blue Jays to let up. They are going pedal to the metal at this point, and they have been playing fantastically in that one round. Just they look so comfortable to so early on just open that wall under a minute on the CC plat wall, open it under a minute, and then rotate right into a split take. And
yeah,
now, same deal. They're working so quickly here to get through this upstairs clear. Even though Mouseplayz is not playing a roam strat, they are clearing this upstairs just so efficiently.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely scared of roamers. They're definitely scared of, you know, some scariness, because most of the time they see, oh, they're not playing above, let's just leave it. And then there's that one player, you know, just hiding in the corner, and it punishes them in the later round. So they're just going to go for a top down, clearing out any roamers, and they'll most likely drop back. And it's looking like a sight push early, but it's going to be shut out. But, you know, none are going to land on Freck, and Zarok's going to be lowered, but not massively. And again, they're taking so much map control very quickly and swiftly, and it's nothing like it's going to be stopping them. But no, Caster's Curse, Tino, as soon as I say that, finds the kill onto Zarok. You know, that's the 2 breaches, I believe, still in the hands of Zarok, so that's a lot of utility down, and there you have it. You know, those IQs not doing their job, those Valkyrie cams are still going to be out in the later rounds and can damage them and harm them.
Yep. Well, opening frag the way of Mouseplayz here. It's gonna be a minute to go, just about, as Deco is playing in blue without any pressure put towards him. So Blue Jays are looking for a full moto and triple take. The problem here is that there are 3 total throwables. If you're not going to use the ace charges, rather, 3 total throwables to get through these couple of Aruni gates on both the main stairs and the moto door, which is a big problem here for Blue Jays, because that clock keeps ticking and ticking. And Noah will take down one as well. That's Hunter going down. With 30 seconds to go, a 3-on-5, and not much position to be made sure of, or to talk about, really. Blue Jays is pretty doomed. Akura will go down to confirm that a little bit more. At least Deco is picked up by Neuron, but Neuron downs his own teammate. It's just up to him, as that one's confirmed by Dino, and Noah cleans up the rest of the round. Mouseplayz even things up at 1-on-1 off of a very firm defense that really not much went on that round, and it was kind of just Mouseplayz taking smart, quick gunfights that Blue Jays didn't have the positioning for.
Yeah, I mean, a great response by Mouseplayz onto Blue Jays, and they were definitely not ready definitely not ready for that response by Mouseplayz. A great hold in sight. They just left all that top control for them, and they just had to hold one doorway. And I mean, those Arena Gates really did add something else to that defense, because they didn't really have much utility left then, have much time to rotate through, burn the Arena Gates, and push through into sight. And a clean round by Mouseplayz, and Blue Jays could have done a lot more there, don't you think, Cherish?
Yeah, definitely. And I think also a problem with some of these lineups that Blue Jays are bringing, be it thanks to nerfs or, you know, whatever you want to talk about, it's like Ash lost flashbangs and Ace lost his smokes. And also on that round, Blue Jays opted for an IQ instead of a Twitch, so that's also less throwables, especially considering, well, if you want to even consider then and tie in the 2.5, 3-year-old nerf.
Wait, Cherish.
Wait, Cherish. What?
Do you remember when Ace had... he didn't have smokes at that point, but he had... when he would breach, it would breach 3 times. It would breach 3 times.
Yeah.
So he would have 9 breaches. And that was one of the best nerfs they gave to Ace. I mean, the smokes as well, which you said. But I just want to point that out because it was too OP. And at the time, it was just... I mean, like 9 breaches.
I'll really agree.
Like
I think
Thermite.
removing a charge and keeping them at thermite sizes is fine. But this change they made is really fine. But, I mean, it's, you know, personal preference. I think... Yeah. I think they were fine at 3 breaches as long as they were 2, or 2 total charges. But then that would shift him away from what they wanted him to be, which is not a hard breacher, funnily enough. But Freck, sorry, is gonna come under some pressure, lose his shield here as we're getting a little closer into the action of the round. Blue Jays has been fantastic throughout this matchup here at just keeping the pressure up as Freck is coming under pressure now. He does seem to know that someone may be coming from top red, but Noah will take off the head of Spliz. Xerac at least will confirm what remained of Freck, but there's still another in cash. That's Dino hiding off on one of the tables, and he is stuck here without really any knowledge of where anyone is, but similarly, Blue Jays doesn't really know he's here either.
Yeah, I mean, he could just be, you know, they all line up, he has trigger discipline, they're all in cash, but we never know, and 1 minute remaining. I mean, both of them together, Freck and Dino, have wasted a large amount of time, and Blue Jays still, if they decide to, you know, stick with the construction push, they have to go through this mirror window and Logi. So it's a lot of layers in Mouseplayz defense, and not a lot of time for Blue Jays to get through all of it. And as that's being said, Cowboy's gonna, you know, tank some bullets from Hunter playing on those windows, hopefully spotting the rotates. And again, 2 minutes into the round, and they finally decide to swap round. And hopefully they get this Maverick and Ash combo, they get the wall open. But, I mean, by the time they do, no time is going to be remaining. And that being said, Neron is going to get a lovely kill onto Dino. And then a 3v4 situation, they're going to be down, but a double for Noah as they equalize this round. 30 seconds remaining, and we're stood out in a 3v3 scenario. And it's looking like Mouseplayz defense, because not a lot of time for Blue Jays to push. 20 seconds left. It seems like they're going to have to go for a plant.
Yeah, 15 to go. Neron has to challenge a Mira window, which is not very fun until Xerac drops. But Xerac is not going to win his fight. Neither will Neron. Nope, just kidding. Neron actually somehow won that with a pistol. And Hunter also wins his fight. I don't think... So, I do apologize for a little bit of awkward bad casting on that, because I was casting as though Blue Jays had no hope whatsoever to win that round. The only way that I thought they would win is if Ruben lost to Xerac, but he killed Xerac and then lost to the pistol of Neron, which was super weird. That was the weirdest end to a round. I just...
Definitely, it really went down, and I mean, I was really putting my money on Mouseplayz, but you know, they end up losing that round and Blue Jays take another. And again, it's looking like no matter how Blue Jays are harmed in the early round, they always seem to finish it off later. And it's going to be Mouseplayz going back to his bedroom, trying to find out what the mistakes were, and hopefully they can win it and equalize it to make it 2-2.
At the same time, if I am Mouseplayz, I'm not exactly super worried here. Not to say that Clubhouse has shifted attacker-sided, but it's definitely been more even favored in recent months, and more attacker favored in recent months as teams are starting to learn how they like to attack this map, how to properly attack things. As, okay, it is... What?
Hello?
Okay. I'm a little thrown off by this one. No one reinforced Jacuzzi wall. And
I did not notice that. I was wondering what you were like, about.
Yeah. That's why I thought we were a CC defense, and I was going to start talking about a CC defense, but it's not a CC defense. At which point this makes no sense, because this just makes the life so much easier for the Blue Jays, because
is it a strat?
Xerac can just... If it's a strat, it's a bad strat. Like, I'm just gonna say that. Like, it's just not ideal to leave that wall soft, because Xerac can so easily use his second breaching charge of the first of which, rather, he just used to open Bellagi Mira, which is a very smart move by Mouseplayz here, or rather by Blue Jays. Yeah, and I did have to check that as well. There are 2 reinforcements in someone's pocket, okay, well, the Mira is gone from the bathroom, and the Jacuzzi wall is open.
Well, that's round over, isn't it? I mean, was it a strat, I could say, or... I mean, it definitely wasn't a strat, Joe. I mean, it was definitely some mistake. Oh, there you go.
Well,
They've just picked off a kill from that open breach, and it's looking like a free entry, and Zarek's going to be adding on to that, taking down Freck and Ruben in total. I mean, it's looking like this round has gone to pieces because that breach is open, and Dyna's going to be able to get one, but it's going to be Splizzers there to get enough for his team. 2v4, but no, it's going to be a 1v3 now, as Cower's going to get one, but it's going to be two kills in the side of Blue Jays, and it's all left up to Cower. Hunter is going to be low, but it's going to be very difficult to win this. Oh, what a lovely shot from Cower onto Hunter, and that was the person which was low, but it's going to be Zarek quite damaged as well. Akka is going to be trying to find this plant down, but they got the plant down, and it's too late. It's going to be Zarek swinging in from construction and finishing that last kill. And I mean, Cherish, since that breach got open, it was not looking good for Mouseplayz.
yeah, having to come down to 1-on-3 heroics is never what you want in a round. And a big whoopsie, to say the least, cost Mouseplayz yet another round. They are avoiding CCTV, it appears, as many teams typically do as of late. That site absolutely stinks. Man, it's awful. There's so many awkward positions, and the fun thing about that site is the defense has to play super aggressive in some positions, just to make sure, just to like detract from where the attack is strong. But those positions are so attacker favored that it's just like, they're so easily attacker favored in the sense of you want plat control, or rather, you don't want the opponents to have plat control as the defense. Okay, cool. Try and challenge a dude who is just peeking his head over the railing from a rappel, or try peeking a dude who is holding down the platform from the warehouse spawn rafters. Like, it's, those positions are so hard, and they're so powerful for the attack, especially on these split type attacks where you attack the platform, leave a dude back, and then go and shift over to a bedroom construction attack. A lot of teams just hate that site now, and as we can see from Mouseplayz, a lot of teams even just outright avoid that site, and they just try and bounce between gym and whatever funky stuff they can pull there, and the basement, which is also its own nuisance for a lot of attacking teams. So we'll get to see how Blue Jays quickly takes out this basement site this time around, this basement defense from Mouseplayz, but man, I'm really looking forward to a minute and a half of clearing upstairs, followed by 30 seconds of really nothing yet again, because this site plays out the exact same all the time.
That is very true, and that's one thing I don't like about Clubhouse. It is very, similar every single attacking or defensive round, but it's going to be the same thing for Blue Jays and maybe even Mouseplayz, holding down the site like they did, and only one member roaming this time. That was one more than last time, Josh. So hopefully he has something to add, but it's going to be Zarek taking out Ruben. And there's one C4 down, and there's the early frag. I mean, Blue Jays are really getting these. I'm not sure if it's high risk, but they're getting these early frags, and it's seeming every time they do, they're able to win the round or punish them for these, swings and aggressive plays by Mouseplayz. Oh, and another by Spliz, and that's going to be Cowber. 2 SMG-11 shotguns down, and Smoke as well. Smoke, hard spot having 3 smokes in hand, already gone down already, and it's just going to be left up to Freck, Noah, and Dino. I mean, Dino is in. I'm so good. It is in strip club. My mind just went blank. Is in strip club, so hopefully he can really get a good flank in. But I think his position is going to be known, so he's not going to have a big impact on this round.
He was spotted out early, and this is smart play from Akura to know that that Dino is still here. He's not going to win on the wide swing by Dino here, but a good frag found from the flanking player. However, it doesn't matter as Freck is all alone on site. Moto Hatch not being opened actually is huge here for Blue Jays, because that's one less position that Mouseplayz can work from. Freck just has to work through Moto, and now Dino on his own, as Freck has been down, has to play in this post-plant attack, or rather, retake, sorry. 1v4 here, and he's not even going to get a moment of respite before, as I say it. A nice shot by Neron will confirm what remained of the Melusi. 4-1 on this attack from Blue Jays, sorry, as they are just looking so comfortable on this attack. They're looking very solid.
Yeah, it's looking like Team Nitso fans are going to be happy, because if Blue Jays win, Team Nitso are going to be moving to Champion Series alongside them. And, I mean, we talk about the start, Cherish. Freck, maybe competitive isn't his thing, and he's not doing as good as people would expect him to do. But, again, we can't really just point him out alone. It's the whole team just making these small mistakes, dying off early, and that Smoke dying off way too early. 3 smokes in hand, you really want him in those last 20 seconds, and he dies in the first 20 seconds, really, Cherish, and that really damaged their defense round. They're going to go there again. Hopefully they can do something different.
Yep. Final round. As my stream does a cute little buffer. Final round of defense here for Mouseplayz, as they are doing same exact setup, it appears, down in the basement for the 3rd round in a row. They have won it once, they have lost it once, very solidly, those ways as we have now seen. So, they're very comfortable wins and losses, or rather, very comfortable wins. That's how I'm going to word it, sorry. I'm just like, first word that comes to my brain is what's coming out of my mouth right now. The very comfortable wins for both sides here on this site. So, well, that'll help work things out. Akura going down is pretty good for the side of Mouseplayz. As granted, it's not the biggest deal, as Noah is going to try and challenge whoever is upside down here. I assume that's Zarek. Zarek will not be able to catch him. Oh, Noah does tink Zarek just a little bit down to half HP. Zarek, I commend him. He's still trying to peek this angle and take this gunfight. There's now Hunter fight up against Noah, and he's not gonna win. And Noah takes the head off Hunter somehow through behind the wall. That was This round is so in favor of Mouseplayz, and this is looking very good. This aggression from them is looking so good in this round.
I mean, great aggression, and I think that's what Mouseplayz were looking for. There was something wrong, and it's about how passive they were. So they've just flipped that around, aggressive, getting those 2 early frags. It's looking so good for them. Maverick and Twitch both down. I mean, those are the people you need to get rid of that main utility for hard breaching and for those ADS's frag plays. And 1 minute 30 remaining. We still have roamers in the side of Mouseplayz, and they still have so much to do. It's going to be Freck on the main stairs. Hopefully he can get a flank, and because people are going to be pushing it. Oh, and a lovely shot from Zarok. I mean, not from Zarok, from Freck onto Spliz, and Zarok's going to be Zarok's going to take one onto Dino, but it's going to be easily traded out by Freck, and it's left in a 2v4 in favour of Mouseplayz. It might just be a 1v4, but it's going to be Naron taking out Ruben, and it's going to be a 2v3. Both members of Blue Jays are very low, and I mean, Cherish, they are very easily, they're happy to lose this round because they still have 4 rounds on the board, but they do want to win it, and that can be very winnable if they try their hardest.
3-on-2 and not a lot of info with Zarok and Neron. Gonna get to see how they want to work this round, as well, Neron has been downed and finished off by Freck. It got up to Zarok here on his own sum. He's taken one gunfight and won it out. He will not be able to confirm his own kill at the moment. But, well, yeah, can't do that one. No, he is going to breaching around it. Oh, not anymore. Into the... Oh, Frog's going to take about half of his remaining HP down to a quarter. He's going to push forward, trying to find Freck first, but Freck finds him before Zarok can. A nice 2-piece, 3 rather, on the round for Freck as he cleans up pretty well off a flank, coming back down last 2. That'll bring us to 4-2. Not uncommon, but not particularly common here, as the attacks are, like I was saying earlier, a bit more favored on this map as of late. But something we didn't see at all from the Blue Jays here for the side of Mouseplayz, they're bringing out a Flores.
Yeah, I mean, we do see Flores on other maps, but in Clubhouse we don't see it as often, but hopefully I think that's to take out Shield's utility. It can bring so much, and they don't have Mute or Mozzie on the side of Blue Jays' defense, so I mean, Flores is really, really strong on attack, especially when Mute and Mozzie isn't in play. And I mean, Mouseplayz, they can be on attack after those 6 tough rounds. They've only been able to snatch 2 in the hands of Blue Jays, where they've had 4, and it's a strong lead for Blue Jays because they're on defense. I mean, people do say Clubhouse is an attacking side of the map, but I mean, it's quite even in my eyes. And obviously defense, you get that the natural side. You're always gonna have that advantage on defense. And Cherish, I'm actually enjoying Clubhouse for one time. Have you seen the setup? The setup is really different and cool. I think they're going to be holding a buff from Logi onto kitchens to stop that armoring kitchen dirt take, which you see most of the time. And this has actually made me quite happy. Like, for 6 rounds, something new and different. And I actually love this this setup which they're doing. It's honestly amazing, Cherish. I've never seen this before.
Interesting take on play here from the Blue Jays. It'll quickly be worked away at by Mouseplayz right now. The first of 4 Roteros will be coming in from Dino, as there is so much to clear, and that is so easy for the first of the RCEs to help take down. Leaving the kitchen hatch is ambitious, or leaving it open is ambitious, as Deco will pick up Akura. Similarly ambitious positioning from the castle, as don't know what Neron was trying to aggress and peek onto, but Deco wins that one out as well. A very swift lead so far for Mouseplayz, and this strat is weird and not in a good way, as Noah cleans up yet another 2 left alive as Spliz and Hunter, and the kitchen hatch is wide open for the attack. Spliz only has a shotgun,
Cherish.
And Freck will now be able to win his gunfight on the Split.
I gave so much hope into that setup strategy, and it's all gone downhill. I mean, you gotta put it on the shoulders of Koa. What a lovely angle. I don't know how you get there. You're probably gonna thank maybe even a Coconut Throb, because I bet he's probably thought of something like that. And so much hope. I was so excited to see how the round would turn out in favor of Blue Jays, but I mean, Mouseplayz just are better, and they end up winning that round flawlessly.
Yeah, it's that was a strat. All right.
It was a strat,
that
but
was.
We can't say it was a good one, really.
No, I mean, I completely seriously, I didn't really have much hope for that strat, just because it's such an indefensible position, really, to lock yourself into Logi to defend for whatever reason. Because there's no rotate out, especially the way that they are reinforcing in Logi. So, plus so obviously one of the big things about many strats in general is you always want crossfire and team play. And that's what you can see with strats like the now just general basement roams on this map, but typically it was a lot from the SSG roam is what the name typically was, where you have someone playing Vigil on the main stairs to back up the guy playing, I believe Castle was playing through Lounge and through Bars, and then you have Mute and Mozzie playing upstairs to back each other up whichever side the attack comes from, or the clear focused from at the time, before everyone realized you can 5-man spread clear that and do other stuff. But your backup on that defense was on the main stairs, sitting in front of the window, where his backup was coming up the main stairs, which is sat in front of the main stairs window. It just wasn't really that set up that, like, I don't know. I don't want to keep ragging on it, because that's just getting towards just trashing it, but it was a very clean job from Mouseplayz to very easily find their workarounds for everything, and through it. But already a slower attack this time around from Mouseplayz, but they're getting in to break away and chip away at this gym and bedroom defense here.
Yep, it's going to be looking like a CCTV hold, and there's going to be members of Blue Jays trying to slow them down. And they're going to be trying to breach this wall with Hibana, trying to find that mute jammer, and there you go. They have it, and Zout's going to be stuck in there. He's going to have to find his way out by fragging out or running out. It's going to be a kill coming up from Hunter. That's going to be Frack. 2 nades just gone down the drain, and it could be another, but it's going to be Dino getting that lovely trade back onto Neron, and it stands out in a 4v4. I mean, Zaro gets a lovely shot of Noah, even while being pressured by members of Mouseplayz, but he's going to get instantly refrag, ping pong back and forward for both teams, and it's going to be a 3v3 Hunter, very low HP, and they're just going to be dropping back to their second layer of defense, and they're going to have to push through this logic construction unless they just, I mean, they don't really have much of an option, because they've used their breaching sides in the side of Cash, and they don't have much left for Jacuzzi Wall, so they're going to have to push this through, and they're going to have to survive these later moments of the round.
Yeah, Ruben also losing pellets on that breach, or on that top bit, just so that, because of the loss of both Freck and Noah, is pretty big here. Granted, Hunter is very low. I believe he did have to get revived, if not just get sprayed down at some point. I was not really paying attention on that, as a little bit of a bug. We have 9,672 C4s as 2 kills frag out from Spliz. Ruben picked up 1 for himself, and the last is Hunter. Blue Jays will confirm a round, as I was focused on something else. That looked really goofy. I don't know if Hunter has the slowest reaction time in the world, or if that was just a visual bug where
We'll move.
Deco was.
We'll move. We'll move with it. We'll live with his reaction time or the bug, but I mean, Cherish, that 180 flick. I've already forgot who it was. It was Spliz. Spliz with that 180. That 180 flick was, absolutely amazing. I have to say. And Blue Jays confirmed that round, and it's going to be 3-5, 2 rounds in between these two teams. And I mean, Blue Jays really have the choice if they want Team Ninso in the Champion Series spot, or they would like Mouseplayz. But it's going to be Mouseplayz, obviously fighting for it, because that's what they're here to do. They're here to win, and that's the main point. But it's not looking like they'd be winning anytime soon, because Blue Jays that defense run was very strong. No matter what happened, they got those refrags, and they were able to finish the round very cleanly.
Yep, very clean end to the round here, as we are going to head back over to the TTV. Actually, this is Blue Jays' first defense here. Yeah, this is the third round of their defense, so this is their first time coming up on here. We'll get to see how they opt into defending this site. They're doing pretty standard everything so far, as interestingly a Maestro has come into for Akura here. Not really an operator that we see all that much anymore. He's really lost. Not so much been weaker, but he's just lost his place in a lot of lineups, because there are just so many more operators that you want in these lineups. Particularly, you want a lot of Jaeger and Wamai, depending on sites, and you would love Malusis and Smokes and Goyos, Shields, that sort of things. As speaking of the very shield up himself, Xerox really should have had both of those placed down, because he's dead, but Hunter will also fall. At least, or rather, yeah, sorry, Hunter falls. He picks up Dino, though. Freck pushing in off a drone is not going to be able to save his teammate before he was jumped out on by the Bandit. But a minute 45 in, and net losses so far for Blue Jays, despite taking a lot of utility off the board from Dino.
Yep, I believe Mouseplayz have that breach open, and Mouseplayz do have this map control. They have construction. They have this highway to spot any members rotating, and it's looking like a close round. And talking about the highway window, it's going to be Noah finding that kill into Nair. He's going to be finding another, and yes, he will. A lovely shot onto Spliz, and it's just left a 1v4 scenario. Two left up to Akira. Will he able to find one? He's going to have one of the breach, but it's going to be Kawa taking that, finishing that round, shall I say. And there you have it. It's looking like a comeback from Mouseplayz Esports. They're not going down without a fight.
Yeah, definitely these attacks have been very solid from both sides so far. 3 defense rounds, 1 out of 9 rounds, which is very nice to see. But this Flores, even though he didn't have the biggest impact last round, he's been quite the nuisance so far for the Blue Jays, which I'm liking to see. I think the operator is situationally one of the stronger operators in the game, and I only say that just because it's the same deal that I was trying to talk about with Maestro before Kill was picked up. There's a lot of spots that he would love to be in, but other operators take that position.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good news. It's a good thing for Mouseplayz that Blue Jays aren't running a lot of Aruni, because typically that Flores spot is now been taken up by Iana. The other way that I've seen teams around is they'll have, for this lineup, they would have Iana in place of Ashe, something I like a lot more. Iana provides more explosive utility, explosive flexibility, and also just like handling certain operators, specifically the Aruni. She does a lot better, but I just I don't know. I can't ever really justify bringing Ashe anymore when you compare her to Zofia or Iana, just because both of them just do more.
Hey,
So,
hey,
it's
don't be
interesting that
mean.
both these teams prioritized her so heavily.
Don't be mean. You always see Ashe in Rainbow Six Siege, no matter what they do. You always see Ashe, the fighting capability, the 3 speed, and I believe even that small hitbox. We still have to love Ashe. She's done so much for Siege, and we just have to keep her with us. And talking about this is going to be bullets being shot out by, I believe, Noah. Talking about that, Ashe Zarek's going to be lowered, and that's instantly their roam game being shut down quite quickly. They're just going to be swiftly running back to site, very fearful of what Mouseplayz have in their attack to come. And it's looking like a strong top-down push, but Neron, he's not scared, is he, Sherry? He's going to be roaming, and if he's not joined... Oh, that would have been so close if they didn't join him out. If they didn't join him out, he would have been a nuisance for Mouseplayz on the attack, but luckily, whoever that Jonah was, we don't know. An unknown Jonah saved Mouseplayz esports, honestly.
Yep. Well, fast play coming in from Freck, sorry, as Neron has made his way back on down, I believe. He's pretty safe and sound, at least enough, so that he can be chilling on cams right now. Mouseplayz is slowly chipping away at the rest of this Blue Jays defense, as the blue hatch will be opened up thanks to Dino here. But all quiet, really, all told, is no impact plays coming in from Mouseplayz. It was just cautious play from Ruben, and not cautious play from Splizz, as he will be going down here. Well, that does bring us to 5-on-4 with 30 seconds to go. Very good on this execute for Mouseplayz, and it's very nice to see for them that they can slowly, or get just any advantage that they can work with. Execute comes on in full. There's no C4 in the pocket for Zarok, as the plant is actually coming down from Ruben. I think he dropped and tucked into safe. No, I have no clue where he is. He's back Arsenal. That's where he is. It's a 2-on-2 after a flurry of kills. Zakura and Hunter are all that remains for the defense in this retake situation. Hunter's pinned in the dirt tunnel, but he will be taken down as Akura took down Ruben in the meantime. Akura on half health, coming up on the flank on ping. He's gonna win his gunfight against Freck, putting Blue Jays up onto match point here, confirming at least overtime for the defense. And a very solid retake from a 3 versus 2 position for the Blue Jays. Good come from behind and a good 1-on-1 win despite being on ping the entire way through.
I mean, what a triple kill by Akira, and they've definitely confirmed overtime there, and you can't count down that Maestro. That LMG has so much to give, and you've just seen it there, folks. You've seen it there, folks. And they're going to be heading back to gym on their cycle rotation, and match point for them. Mouseplayz cannot afford a mistake anytime soon. Same lineup, same defense, same sights. They need to be able to win this round.
Interesting little setup, as the Pulse was swapped for an Aruni in the end, which makes things a little less interesting. But regardless, a Frost is on the board here, which is nice to see. She's seen a good bit more play in recent weeks and months, really, since getting that little bit of a 1.5. So, all told, though, it is the same exact lineup from Mouseplayz, and it's predominantly a very similar lineup for the Blue Jays. But, I mean, I was talking that they have not been bringing a Rooney, and now they finally are, which is very nice to see, because the same, actually not really. There's actually a whole lot of throwables on Mouseplayz I didn't realize because people were in drones, so I couldn't see it. But they're not having the same. They're not going to be running into the same problem here that Blue Jays are going to, or have been running into with the Aruni, in that they had no throwables because they have 2 sets of flashbangs and everyone else has something that they can throw or shoot through those Aruni gates, and that'll be very good for dealing with those.
Yeah, and I mean, this is going to be an important game, and as I already said it already, but Mouseplayz really can't afford to make those mistakes, and they need to be utilizing every frag nade, every flash, every drone, and every single of utility they have. It's going to be Freck to find off Spliz. Spliz was down, not sure how. I think it was by a kill on highway windows, we're not too sure, but Spliz going to be taken down in Mouseplayz. It's looking good for them so far. Talking about these no mistakes, they definitely haven't done anything so wrong. And I mean, Cherish, we saw on these gym bedroom attacks, it's always looking like you take cash and then take CC, then construction, but it's looking like they're just going to be going jacuzzi and gym. Cherish.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, nice shot from Akura. Very quick swing there. As Spliz is evened out, or rather avenged here, Dino. No more Flores RCEs again, which is pretty big here. Blue Jays have been doing well to deny his impact in rounds. Very quickly, though, the rest of the clear will be coming in. Blue Jays are lurking together, Neron and Hunter over on the CC side, which is not even being touched by Mouseplayz.
Yeah.
Mouseplayz is going fully for a main wall, or rather jacuzzi wall, and a main stairs push, and that's doing well for them so far. Xerac will be the next one felled here, as Freck is going to help drone up for Deco. Interestingly, that it's not the other way around. Neron doesn't know that he could have had a free flank there, but very easily could have. As we're approaching the final 30 seconds, things are coming up big here for the side of Blue Jays. Hunter picks up 1 and 2 with that slow firing C1. Freck is pushing up, but the broken wall is causing a panic. It's just Hunter as he goes down to Deco. Deco with his own triple on the 1-on-1. 15 seconds, he will win it out. The first kill for his team, the last kill for his team in this round, as things got really hectic, really crazy in that round, but a 7-4 win for the Blue Jays will end up on this one, as we see pretty solid scoreboard from both sides, all considered. Hunter boosted himself to double digits off of 3 kills in that final round, 3 huge kills to lock down that site in the end.
Yep, and it was a good finish by Blue Jays. And Mouseplayz, they don't make it this season, and it's going to be Team Linso and Blue Jays entering the Champions Series spot, shall I say. And we're going to have an interview, Cherish. We're going to have an interview with KO, otherwise known as Colin, and he'll be our interview person today in the side of Blue Jays, and hopefully we can see his side of the story, because I mean, honestly, Blue Jays, they took it, and Mouseplayz was just not ready, including, Freck the man himself. He wasn't ready to get those frags, and it seems like competitive isn't his style. So hopefully we're able to get one of the members of Blue Jays in and see what his side of the story is.
Yeah. Very well played by Blue Jays, and it's nice to see that neither team really rolled over in this one. Both teams took it very seriously, even despite everything. But we do have the interview coming on in, as here he is. It is, well,
KO.
I don't know who it is. Sorry. My bad.
Cheers.
Yeah. Well, congrats on the win, first of all. If you could introduce yourself then, that would be great to hear.
To myself, I'm KO, the coach, the head behind the team. And yeah. Hi.
Okay.
Hello.
Well, yeah. Nice to meet you, KO. And like I had said, congrats on the win. Good job
Yep.
to your guys, and good job for you guys. Confirm. Well, you had already confirmed it, but still, again, congrats for confirming your guys' move up in the series.
Thank you.
And with that being said, going into this game, you had already confirmed everything. What was really going on, talking over this game? What were you guys talking about, really? That sounded really weird. So, let me rephrase that and start over.
What were you playing
Um,
for?
what were you guys talking about going into this game, considering you had already confirmed your spot going forward?
Before the game starts, we want to show everybody that we are the best team in the minor league. We want to be undefeated, and that was the main reason why we played today. And everybody gave everything with heart and such stuff. We all wanted to win this game.
Well, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
Well, you definitely made your point, didn't you? You won that game. I was very,
undefeated.
yeah. Are you undefeated?
We are undefeated.
Oh, well, hopefully you're able to keep that title against QVG, because that is your next challenger entering Champion Series. And I have a question of my own, me and QVG in the Major League, and you're in the minor. I mean, you really have something to prove here. Do you think you have enough to take on QVG and keep your title of the undefeated?
Yes.
The undefeated Warriors. You're
Yes.
very confident in your team as a coach. I mean,
Yes.
yeah, it's just a solid yes. There's nothing else. Just yes.
Yes. We have a great staff behind the team. We have great players. We have really big heart. We have time. And
mean-
yeah, yes.
Yes. I mean, you heard it here, folks. I mean, Blue Jays are not going to be losing their title of undefeated Warriors anytime soon. And are you looking to, just take it home? Do you think you have enough to take it home? Because you seem to have a lot of confidence in your team, but most teams have the confidence and they never end up proving their points. But it's looking like you might be different because you're very, extremely confident in your players, without a doubt. Nothing going on.
I guess the main thing why I'm so confident is because we have very much up and downs through the season. We had a lot of roster changes. We had a lot of private stuff, what's going on, and yeah, we every time showed that we are the best in the league. We only had one draw, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
Cherish, anything to add the syrup to all that, all
Yeah.
of that, really?
I mean, obviously going forward, you have been saying that you guys are really confident going into this relegations matchup. It is relegations, right?
No.
There's a relegations match, or are you guys automatically in?
So no. So,
Okay,
So
well,
they're in the
I'm just
Champion
wrong.
Series, and if they,
no problem.
so the Blue Jays are going into the Blue Jays are
Yeah,
going into the quarterfinals against QVG Academy. If they do lose, they obviously they don't make it past that. But I mean, the confidence coming out the side from Kerr, it's not looking like they're gonna lose. But Cherish, you said moving forward.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So
Forwards.
going into the next season and whatnot, do you guys have, your confidence isn't changing at all, right? You guys are just same mentality, pedal to the metal, going into the next level of everything, or, dude, whatever. Interviews are not my strong point.
Oh well, there's not much else to really say there, but except from Kay,
Yeah.
he is confident in his players as a coach. Hopefully, he has some new strats. And I have one thing to. It's not a question, but it is a question, but it's also me asking. Can I ask you to ban Oregon if you have the chance in map bans? It is a question. Do you think I will get a yes or a just no?
I don't say no. I say nothing to this.
You say nothing.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm saying nothing.
All right. Well, I mean, he doesn't want to leak any kind of, his strong points or his weak points because most teams target. Yep. Yes and no. He's a very black and white person, no grey in between this. Really, I mean, I've really asked what I know of what I want to know. They're looking confident into these next matchups. And Cherish, anything you would like to ask, as you're not very strong at interviews. Anything? No, nothing else
Nope.
to.
That is.
That is everything. So I believe that's going to be the end of such an amazing interview with the man Black and White Care himself. Because I mean, with these interviews, asking questions, they don't want to leak too much about their maps and what they have to give. But I mean,
The only thing I can say about our maps is we played in the last 2 weeks one of our strongest maps, but that's not the only maps we can play.
Oh.
And a lot of stuff is coming up. And yes,
So,
that's all.
Oh, that's all. And I think we're gonna be saying goodbye to Karen Cullen and hopefully see him in the later times in the Champion Series. So no questions in the side of me or Cherish. Hopefully you have any questions to add, but it's gonna be thank you from Miko. You had a great game and you seem very confident looking into your next matchups.
Oh, thank you.
And Cherish, here we are. Team Ninso and BLUEJAYS going in to the Champion Series spots. And Cherish, it looks like you're not having the best day, let's just say.
No, my internet is starting to go in and out, so I'd like to end this.
All right, well, I think, yeah, that's the mood here. I think we're just going to end and we waffle on for way too long, and that's what I do most of the time. So I think thank you very much for watching. It's been me and Cherish. Hopefully, we're going to send you to the outro. See you next time.